I'm Andrew Liang, Scholastic Kid reporter at Zoo Atlanta for the naming ceremony of a newborn giant panda.
Thank you. Today is a very special day for Zoo Atlanta. It's also a special day for the state of Georgia. Do you realize that we're one of only 4 states in the nation where people can actually come and see the giant panda? And as was pointed out, we're the only state in the nation who last year had a giant panda cub born right here in our state. I want to commend those here at Zoo Atlanta. For over 10 years now, they have made the giant panda, available to us to come and to visit and to see. And I also want to commend today, as we name the 3rd cub of Loon Loon.
Okay, Dragon, don't bite me. Okay, this is it. This is the name. The 100-day naming ceremony. On February 15th, 2011, giant panda cub born November 3rd, 2010, is officially named Po! Yeah. Did you hear that, Po? There's a new Po in town.
I'm speaking with Jack Black, the actor who voiced the panda character Po in the movie Kung Fu Panda. Mr. Jack Black, welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Andrew.
So, which is cuter, Po from the movie or the newborn panda?
Well, the newborn panda is cuter than the full-grown Po in the movie, just because, you know, he's a little baby cub. Baby cubs are always cuter than the full-grown thing. But I think the full-grown Po in the movie is pretty darn cute as well, if I don't say so myself. They modeled many of his good looks after a certain actor, or so I've been told.
What was your favorite scene in Kung Fu Panda 2 and why?
Kung Fu Panda 2 has some great scenes where he finds out about his childhood, his origins. He starts to have flashbacks of his youth with what happened to his mother and father, and it's lots of great scenes. Can't really reveal too much, though. It's a secret. You'll have to see the movie.
Why is it important to protect pandas?
It's important to keep track of all the wildlife, all the endangered species in our world, because our world depends on a delicate ecosystem, and it keeps all the species in a balance, and once you lose a species, they're gone forever. So we've got to be extra vigilant in taking care of the panda population, along with all the creatures in this world.
What kind of research did you do about pandas to be able to voice Po in the Kung Fu Panda movies?
I've watched a lot of pandas in YouTube clips, but this is the first time I've ever met a panda in person. So it was a very cool moment for me, since I've played one in the movies. It was long overdue that I spent some time with one in the flesh.
What was the most challenging part in making the Kung Fu Panda movie?
Hardest part of making the Kung Fu Panda movies was just imagining all the different, scenarios and relationships that Po has. That's always the challenge of all movies, is making everything as real as possible.
What are your opinions on the naming of the real-life panda Po in honor of your animated character?
It feels good. It means that we did a good job, We did such a good job they wanted to name a panda after our movie Panda, so it's cool.
What have you learned about baby pandas from working with Po?
Well, I've learned a lot, actually. They're very dependent on their mom, and so that's been kind of neat, because a lot of wild animals are not so dependent on their mom. And I've also learned that they are not as soft as you would think when you see them in the picture. They're kind of coarse hair. They have a very loud voice, and that was surprising to me because they're so tiny and they make such a loud noise. So I've learned a lot about baby pandas.
And could you explain the growing process of Po from infant to today? Like, how is he doing for the last 100 days?
He's been growing pretty rapidly. He's a little bit over 11 pounds right now, and so he's been gaining about a pound a week. So that's pretty cool. He started out pink with no hair, and now he's, the black and white color, and he's got hair. He started out with closed eyes, and his ears were closed. He was blind, and he couldn't hear, and now his eyes are open, and he can hear. And he took his first few steps the other day. So that's a really cool thing to watch.
What is one thing about Baby Po that you will never forget?
I think I will never forget how loud he is. He's very loud, and I guess, in the wild they have to make sure they're communicating with their mother. But for me, this is my first Panda Cub, so it was a little shocking.
What do you think about the baby panda being named Po after the movie character?
Well, I think it's really exciting. We're, of course, excited he has a name because we've just been calling him the Cub this whole time, so we're happy to have a name to use. And we're really excited about the partnership with the movie. So this movie is obviously a big hit with children and adults, and this is a chance for us to reach a larger audience and really help reach people about the need that pandas have for conservation in the wild.
Whose idea was it to give it the name of Po?
Well, it was... it's a partnership with us in DreamWorks, and then also the Chengdu Research Base, which is our partner in China, and they own the pandas. So all three of us had to talk about it and agree to that.
And what role can Zoo's captive panda program have in helping the species?
Well, we do a lot of research on the pandas here at Zoo Atlanta and other captive pandas, and that's really increased a lot of our knowledge about pandas. And then also it's to draw attention to them, to educate people, to get them interested in pandas, and to show them that there's things that they can do that can help save pandas in the wild.
Once again, this is Andrew Liang, Scholastic Kid reporter at Zoo Atlanta.